The night the sky learned to shine, long before time learned how to count itself, before days were named and nights were measured, the sky was not full of light. It was wide, it was deep, and it was quiet. In those early ages, there were only two great beings who ruled the heavens. One was the sun, the other was the moon. They were not always apart as they are now. Once, they lived side by side. The father of warmth. The sun was strong and bright, with a heart made of fire and kindness. Wherever he moved, warmth followed. Life leaned toward him. Even the silence felt safer when he was near. He did not burn out of anger. He shone because that was how he loved. The mother of calm. The moon was softer, quieter, and endlessly patient. Her glow was gentle, like a whisper meant only for those who listened closely. She ruled over rest, dreams, and reflection. Where the sun awakened the world, the moon soothed it. She understood silence the way the sun understood flame. Together, they were balanced, light and calm, fire and peace. And together they were lonely. The sun believed that light was meant to be shared. The first wish. One endless evening, as they drifted through the dark sky, the moon spoke. "Do you ever feel," she asked softly, "that the sky is too empty?" The sun slowed his path and looked around. The heavens stretched endlessly, dark and bare. "Yes," he said, "it is wide, but it feels quiet in a way that aches." The moon smiled. "What if," she whispered, "the sky was filled with laughter?" The sun's light brightened at the thought. "What if," he replied, "it was filled with children?" And in that moment, a wish was born. Not spoken loudly, but felt deeply. From that wish came a miracle. Tiny sparks of light began to form between the sun and the moon. Each spark shimmered with a different glow, some bright, some shy, some bold, some gentle. They were not flames like the sun. They were not reflections like the moon. They were something new. They were stars. One by one, the sky filled with them. Thousands, then millions, each one a child born of warmth and calm, fire and peace. The stars laughed in light. They danced across the heavens. They filled the dark with stories. The sky was no longer empty. The sun and moon watched their children with wonder. But as time passed, something began to change. The stars multiplied endlessly. Their light spread far and wide. The sky grew crowded with brilliance. The sun noticed first. "The nights are growing restless," he said. "Our children shine so brightly, they no longer sleep." The moon watched the stars twinkle wildly, never settling. "They are full of energy," she said gently. "They need calm." The sun's light dimmed slightly in thought. And calm, he realized, cannot exist where I remain. The sun loved his children more than the sky itself. But he understood a truth that burned quietly inside him. If he stayed, the stars would never rest. If he stayed, the night would never be gentle. If he stayed, the moon could never fully protect them. That night, the sun spoke with a heavy heart. "I must leave the night," he said. The moon turned to him, startled. "Leave?" "For them," he answered, "so they may grow, so they may dream." The moon's glow trembled, but she nodded. She understood sacrifice, even when it hurt. "And I will stay," she said softly. "I will watch them." Before the sun departed, he gathered all his children, every star, small and large, and spoke to them with warmth, wrapped in sadness. "My light will not always be near," he said, "but it will never be gone." He placed a piece of his fire inside each star. "So even when I am far," he continued, "you will still shine." The stars flickered, sensing the change. "When you see me again," He added, "It will mean the world is awake." Then he turned to the moon. "Take care of them," he whispered. She promised without words. And so the sun left the night. He rose on the other side of the world, lighting days, waking life, and warming the earth. His path became one of duty and distance. The moon remained behind. She gathered the stars close, calming their restless glow. She taught them how to twinkle instead of burn, how to shine without overwhelming the dark. That is why, even today, the stars are always seen beside the moon. She is their mother. She is their guardian. She is the keeper of their dreams. Sometimes the stars miss their father. On those nights, they shine a little brighter. But they never follow him into the day, because they know the sun must travel alone so life can grow. The moon must stay so rest can exist. And the stars must remain where dreams are born.